We are back. I'm your host, Barry Waxler, here with the always lovely and talented Andrea Kay, the always incredible Urban Miaris, and we have our next in-studio guest with us. Welcome Anita Quillman from Seacoast Exclusive Properties.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Great. So tell us a little bit about Seacoast. What do you do and how do you do it?
Seacoast Exclusive Properties, primarily residential real estate brokerage, located in the Encinitas area, the gorgeous Encinitas area, North San Diego County, and always knowing that where you happen to be based nowadays with the things we use with technology, vehicles, everything, you can kind of go anywhere and do almost anything. But it's a gorgeous place to be based out of, and doing a lot to help people in the serious business of buying and selling real estate.
Well, in today's world, you need good representation.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's interesting. You operate as both the broker and an agent at the agency, correct?
I do both. I've done both for a long period of time. I think part of it is I really love the being involved with people in a transaction, buying and selling real estate. What's odd is you'll find me say I don't love houses. I mean, I like houses. I love my own home. But a lot of people get into real estate from that concept. They think, oh my gosh, I love houses. I'm going to sell real estate. And the point is that it's not about the house, because it has nothing to do with what you personally like or don't like. What it has to do with the goal for your clients. What do they want? What do they want to sell? Where do they want to be? What's their goal? What's their vision? What's their dream? And that's what's important to find out about people, so you can help them get to that point.
So you're good at reading people and understanding what they want more than what you want them to have.
Yeah, it's no super trick. It's asking questions, in particular asking open questions, and taking the time to listen to the answer.
Interesting.
It's huge.
And so it's about serving people and their needs and wants versus just the product.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with what I want. And it doesn't have anything to do with a particular product. If you think of it this way, a lot of people say residential real estate, they think I sell houses, but we actually don't sell houses because we actually don't own the houses. We're actually not selling. If you think of it that way,
yeah,
we sell service.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
We sell
I don't
service.
think anybody's ever put it that way to me before from real estate.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you've been successful over 30 years.
Well, I would say in stating that, I want to say it's somewhat of the part of the concept of not only me personally, but for Seacoast Exclusive Properties. We have a slogan that we've used forever. It's relax, we'll handle the details. Forever we've used that, and we've had it on our branding and our name and our logo, etc. But that's part of it, again, along the lines of trying to figure out what it is people want and get them there. The service of getting there. It's not picking a house.
Yeah, I got in trouble a few weeks ago asking the question the wrong way, so maybe I can fix it this time. I ask you why Seacoast Exclusive Properties, and not to challenge Seacoast, but what is it about Seacoast? What is it about what you've created here that keeps you going all the time? Tell me a little bit about, you've been doing this for 30 years with one company.
Right.
Okay. You know how uncommon that is in real estate?
Oh, yeah, I do. I know a lot of people, a lot of the brokerages, a lot of agents. I think it's this. The owner of the company is still the owner of the company and has been the owner active with the company for 30 years. Ever since the day I started, I went to work for the company because of him, Mike Evans. And so he's still the owner of the company. He's president, CEO, owner of the company. He's at the office every day of the week, working with the agents, training the agents. So that in itself is unique in the real estate industry, to have somebody involved day to day. And so I want to say that kind of sets the stage of the culture and the value for the company itself. That it's honestly about being involved. It's about being involved with the people, about being involved with the agents. And then that's the service that the clients get, because that's management. If you talk about top-down management, it's a big deal. If you seem to have somebody who's not president, doesn't care, well, that seems to be what the culture of the company is, and that's not our culture. We're known for being a good quality company, caring about people, caring about the community. That's Seacoast.
Great. Great. So, and you're based in Encinitas, and do you service the whole county?
Yeah, everybody, it's a good idea if you have an area of expertise, and we certainly do a fabulous job for Seacoast focusing on that primary coastal area, but there's no barriers to that. We've got agents that work for Seacoast from different areas of the county and help people buy and sell real estate all over the county.
You guys actually have quite a few employees there, don't you? How many agents do you guys have?
We have about 150 agents.
Wow.
Yeah, about 150 agents. So we've got 3 neat, really nice offices in the Encinitas area. So that's really fabulous.
Yeah, hat
it's
tip
nice.
to Mr. Evans that he was able to, he obviously has done a great job in instilling that culture, and to have it replicated across that many employees. Yeah. That's amazing.
It didn't happen by accident.
Yeah. And keeping it going through the crash back in 2008 and all the rest. So
and there had to have been, I'm not from here originally, but I would imagine over 30 years there would have been multiple crashes and ups and downs in the market over 30 years.
No, consistent. I think the other thing about Seacoast is, that I think the phrase we all know, you can't buy a good reputation. And I would say that's something else about Mike Evans and Seacoast. We're there because of that. You lay the foundation and you consistently build it. You can't buy it. You can't spend enough money to have a good reputation. I do certainly want to add my role with the California Association of Realtors and Local Association of Realtors, because I'm current president, or really chairman of the board, for the North San Diego County Association of Realtors, which we have about 5,000 members. And the California Association of Realtors is organized real estate for the local, the state, and the National Association of Realtors. So I'm very involved in that and have a great passion for business standards, code of ethics, and the way we do business in the future of real estate transactions and realtors.
Interesting. You're listening to Close Up on San Diego Business here on KCBQ, streaming live at AM1170theanswer.com. Give us a tweet at CloseUpSD. Email me at barry@closeupsandiego.com, or find our page on Facebook. We want to hear from you. I'm your host, Barry Waxler, here with the always lovely and talented Andrea and smiling Andrea Kay.
Yes.
The smiling and incredible Urban Miaris, and Anita Quillman from Seacoast Exclusive Properties. I guess you got to be here for a while to get the extra acronyms in there.
Yeah.
But anyway.
The real estate market has changed so much, especially the agents, on how they conduct their business affairs, and they have to with so many new regulations, requirements, and all for the protection of their clients.
Yeah.
Is that part of what you have to deal with the associations? How do you work with maintaining code of ethics and all of that, and the regulations like Urban was just asking about? That's an enormous task on top of being an agent and a broker yourself.
Well, it is. Certainly the goal of the National California Local Association of Realtors, again, is the Code of Ethics and Standards. And honestly, it's like anything else. We can talk about laws in states and California Civil Code. You can put laws in place, but the real difference is how do you educate and inform people, and then more importantly, how do you enforce it? Because if you don't have both sides, like what would happen if we really didn't have police on the streets, kind of be a bit of a change, stoplights, common courtesy doesn't really work. We need the red light, green light. So enforcement is always a big deal. So there has to be a cooperative effort. My attitude and what I promote is how important it is for the self-enforcement. I think there's sort of like any industry, sometimes there's that little bit of aspect of you don't tattletale on your own, but if you're proud of what you do and you care about the standards, then you're also responsible for contributing not only personally what you bring to it, but how do you cooperate with other people in enforcing those standards. It's important.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It's a big responsibility. Yeah. Tremendous, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not easy to do either.
Yeah. Well, my hat's off to you for the type of service you put forth. You have your brokerage responsibility with 150 agents. I would go nuts with 150 agents. Okay?
Especially,
I go nuts with Andrea and Urban. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember, these agents are all business people. Yeah. They're independent contractors. Almost all those in the real estate industry are independent contractors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you have the brokerage responsibilities. You have the be it buyers or sellers of your own, and then you work with the board of realtors. That's a lot of work. So
that's not work. There's a lot of personalities to deal with.
Hey, let me share with you one of my policies, and most of the agents know this. What I let them know is when you give me a call, when you need help, first of all, make it very clear that I don't want to hear a story. What I need to know briefly, what are the facts, and what's your question for me? Very quickly, let's get to that. And the other thing...
So that would make you Judge Anita, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Judge Judy.
Or Dr. Anita. Yeah. But I also tell them, make sure you let me know whether you want to talk to... Nice Anita, mean Anita, Dr. Laura Anita. Which Anita do you want to talk to? Because then I can make sure I'm serving you the way you need to be served, the way you need to be handled. If you need some empathy, let me know. Because that may not automatically exude from me. I kind of go right to the facts.
Yeah, I used to have
all of that's on the job application.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, when I owned the company, I had my downtime Thursday at 2:00.
Yeah.
So if you had a complaint, I was available Thursday at 2:00.
And that time ended at 2:01, right?
Yeah, 2:10 we were over with.
Yeah.
So, question: if you're working, if the dominant area is in North County coastal, do you work predominantly with let's say people purchasing their own home? Do you work with a lot of investment property? What kind of spread do you have in the work that goes on at the agency?
Well, I think it's going to be representative of what most of the agents do in the brokerage. It's so interesting you ask about that. Primarily, it's residential real estate. But even this morning, one of the training classes I did was about our agents regarding the IRS 1031 tax deferred exchanges.
Right.
And knowing it's recently that's kind of bubbled up a lot into our transactions.
Yeah, that's something that's been mentioned a few times on the show.
Yeah,
that keeps coming up.
We just did that at the Institute last Thursday.
Okay.
I forget his name, Justin, one of the 1031 companies down, very wonderful speaker.
Yeah.
He came in and talked a lot about that.
Is that Susan Forrester's?
Well, no. That's Justin Chimento.
Right.
But no, this was another company. They are what do you call them? Not an aggregator, but
accommodator.
Accommodator. That's right. So they were strictly 1031 accommodator. That's all they do.
Okay.
Right? And you need those specialists because otherwise you're really going to get those transactions messed up. Am I right?
Well, you have to when you're talking about once again figuring out the real estate transaction. We're helping people buy and sell real estate. We are not advising them regarding their tax-deferred exchange. We're not advising them regarding taxes, estate planning, none of that. We are helping people buy and sell real estate. But what's really important that we know enough to nudge them and push them over to talking to who's the right person to ask the questions to so that they can ask the questions to their satisfaction, whether it's their attorney, their CPA, their financial advisor. That's really important. Then we can focus on what their needs are regarding buying and selling.
Interesting. Does Seacoast provide any other services? Any type of escrow company, anything like that, or? We do have our
own in-house escrow, which we've had at this point. I should know. I think it's been over 20 years, probably close to 30 years, and that's been important and significant. So that you have somebody that you like and you know. There's a lot of great service providers. We are, but that's just for an in-house transaction. And we've really focused on buying and selling real estate. We do not have a property. We do not have a commercial division. We don't have a rental division. We don't have a bed and breakfast vacation rental. None of that. We leave it to other people that develop that as their area of expertise.
Your core business is real estate. Residential real estate,
primarily right? Residential real estate, yes.
I remember a gentleman we had on the show a few weeks ago. He told me something years ago. Okay, he says, do one thing and do it well. Mm-hmm. Okay, and he commenced to have 600 loan officers working for him at one point.
Wow.
So
tell me about the market that you have. Encinitas primarily. Is it buying and selling locally? People just moving to a different home, or do you get a lot of out-of-town people coming in wanting to buy there?
Most of the people are local. Local within Encinitas or surrounding area or within San Diego County. Of course, there's always the people who are coming in and out from other areas. And it is so interesting. San Diego is certainly known worldwide, but Encinitas itself is a destination or location that people know worldwide. I know we're a little bit of a community known for skateboarding, triathlons, biking, however that may happen. It may be true, but a lot of people know and love the Encinitas area.
Yeah,
well, it's funky and it's cool and hip at the same time as being a great family town. I mean,
it
really has
its own.
Yeah, it's got its own personality within San Diego County.
Yeah, and some people don't know, really, Encinitas is the communities of Cardiff, Encinitas, Olevenhain, and Leucadia.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't know that Olevenhain would be considered part of that area.
It's the city of Encinitas.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I do know Encinitas has some of the best donuts in San Diego County. Am I wrong? Yeah. You've been there, haven't you, Anita? You know what I'm talking about.
I don't eat donuts. That's crazy.
If you ever want to get Andrea Kay as a client, just put sugar in your office. She'll smell it from the other side of the county, and she'll beat it.
I'm like a fly.
Yeah.
You know, for those that are listening in that are new, San Diego's a big town, and it has cities in it, and it has communities and all. Encinitas is one of the communities that has its own culture.
Yes.
And there are not that many. Point Loma is another one, and it just goes on. And within certain towns, there's internal communities, and it's so important.
Yeah. Well, we're starting to run a little bit short on time. Tell our listeners how they get more information about you.
For me, from my own website, the easiest way to go is anitaq.com. That's a shortened way to get there. You can find a lot of information about me at linkedin.com/Anita Quillman, which is spelled exactly the way it says, not adding any extra letters to it. And for Seacoast exclusive properties, it's sdseacoast.com.
Great.
And the association?
nsdcar.com. Love acronyms, don't you?
I know.
This is Acronym Central.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for being with us. Been fun, and I look forward to more follow-up.
Good. Thanks, Barry. Thanks, Andrea. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
This is Close Up on San Diego Business here on KCBQ, streaming live at AM1170theanswer.com. Send us a tweet at CloseUpSD or just find our page on Facebook. You can always email me at barry@closeupsandiego.com. Let me know what you think. I'm your host, Barry Waxler. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.